Hi Gemini, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So this week, my dear Geminis, you have the Tower card, right? So that Venus retrograde has been going on for you guys for a while now, especially if you're an ascendant Gemini. This is taking place in your first house. It's serving to make you more beautiful, to make you more eloquent, to smoothen off your edges, to make you even prettier if you dare, right? Because Geminis tend to have, like, you know, they're quite pretty, and they've got, like, I was saying this actually with a talk that I did recently with Heather. We were saying like how Gemini people tend to be really pretty. Like even the guys tend to have like really pretty features. So it's quite an interesting sign. You have this week, right, the Tower, which is infusing your entire life. This could be a week where that Venus retrograde could bring something up for you in a big way. Now remember, Venus rules your 12th house, especially if you're an ascendant Gemini, right? Because she rules Taurus and Libra. So let's just talk about the Taurian aspect. This could be bringing something up for you in a big way this week. It could be bringing someone from the past in. It could likely be a lover. Maybe it's a colleague. Maybe it's somebody that's coming back in. Now, because you've got the Tower card here, this could be a big surprise for you. This could be something or someone that just completely throws a curveball your way by showing up at maybe like, not even in an opportune moment, but just by showing up. You know, it's kind of like, wow, I never thought I'd hear from you or see you again. Now remember, this week we do have a big solar eclipse in the sign of Cancer, which is happening in your second house. Now this is really nice because this means that something about your money, your materials, your finances, something about that is getting a big initiation. Something about it is going to evolve. Now remember, this is not an event, it is a process. Once an eclipse happens, whether it's solar or lunar, it will unpack itself over around 3 to 6 months. So what you're looking at this week is you know, pay attention to what happens around that time, because you might be revisiting it. But it does look like something big is coming for you guys, and you have the Tower card, which always, it's groundbreaking or it's paradigm shattering. So something this week is taking place for you guys that's going to put you in a completely different mindset or completely different understanding when it comes to all four of these sectors of your life. For your actions, you've got the Ace of Cups. For those of you that are single, this could be the week where you decide that person that you've had your eye on for the longest time, or, you know, you're going after it. It's kind of like, you know what, caution to the wind, throw it all to, you know, throw knickers and boxers to the wind and just go for it. This could be you being really adventurous with your heart, maybe opening yourself up to somebody. Now the Ace of Cups is a wish fulfilled, right? It's where your cup runs over as well. Now because this is an actions card, this is about you saying, you know what, I'm going to do things differently. I'm going to open myself up to a relationship in a way that I've never done before. And you know what, I'm going to break the old paradigm. Whatever those barriers are, or those doors, or anything around your heart, this week, Gemini, they could be all coming tumbling down. And you know the beauty of it? It's a conscious choice by you to let them down. For your communications and conversations, you have the Tower card. So this week, I'm going to say it to you, right? There is going to be some big news coming up for Gemini. This is going to be an interesting week for you for sure. Now, for a few of you, this could be something to do with an existing relationship. For some of you, on a really physical, tangible, you know, level, this could be something literally to do with your heart. Now, you know, this isn't to say that all Geminis are suddenly going to have heart attacks, but that's quite an interesting energy, and I just have to call it as I see it. Like when I see an interruption, I know an interruption when I see one. you've got a double hit of the Tower card, and you've got the Ace of Cups there, which can sometimes talk about the physical heart. So this is a week to look after that aspect of yourself. And it's funny because there's one person that is coming to mind, and it's not one of my subbies or my clients, so don't panic if you're watching this, but there is somebody that comes to mind when I see this, and I wonder if it will be them. It's a wider world stage person. So that's as much as I will say on that. Now, in your communications and conversations, the big thing that you're being asked to pay attention to this week is the news that comes in, right? There's something that you are learning, something that is divulged to you, something that you discover this week that could completely change the direction of your path. Now, remember, the Fool card tends to be a, you know, oh, this happened and then everything unfolded after it. Whereas the Tower card tends to come in like that, you know, it's just that really big sort of moment that comes in, completely fucks shit up, and then just sort of goes out on its merry way. Now, because it's in your communications and conversations, this could be you sharing a secret with somebody, and it might be a big one that this week you decide to cough up. It may be that there is something that you learn this week that could, you know, could be quite shocking, could be quite, you know, quite revelatory in nature. For your money and materials, you have the Knight of Cups. Now, for some of you, right, this looks brilliant, because remember, and this is kind of what I was hinting at when I talked about that Venus retrograde, it could be that there is either an old opposition, old maybe as well, that's definitely possible. It could be an old opportunity comes up for review or comes up again. This could be almost like a second chance moment, right, where you kind of thought to yourself, oh, you know what, at the time I'm not in a position to do it, so I won't. And then maybe after that you always wondered, like, oh, you know, will I ever get another chance like that? This could be a week where a surprising second chance comes up. It could also be a week where somebody kind of says to you, look, you know what, there's this opportunity going, or there's this, maybe there's a chance to speak publicly, maybe there is a chance for you to present something, maybe there's a chance for you to put an idea of yours out there, you know, on a radio station, or maybe some sort of a TV segment or anything. It could be something like that, but it will come really quick, and it will require you to act really quick. You won't have a chance to really think about it. So if there is an offer or an invitation, especially an invitation this week that comes up, take it, because the chances are it won't come again. And if it's a second chance and it's coming around for you, really don't waste it, all right? Now, for money and materials, it looks like finances are set to improve. And because you've got these two Tower cards here, remember what I said, it's, you know, that big sort of moment. Play the lotto, you know, bet on a horse, like, not, you know, don't bet your house, the kids and the bloody wife and the mortgage. I mean, there's two magpies right outside my window right now as I'm talking about this. Yo, Gemini, you better play that lotto. I mean, just get a ticket, put some money down on a horse or a dog or whatever people do to gamble. I'm not a gambling man, so I don't have the luck for it, so I always leave well alone. But yeah, there could be something coming up this week. Now, for those of you, when it comes to the home, it looks like there is somebody coming into the home, or a declaration of love. Like, this is somebody coming to you, especially those of you that are single, and this is a person that maybe you've been separated from because of the lockdown. This is where you align. This is the week where they come into the home. For those of you that are single, this could be somebody coming forward and saying to you, you know what, I've always had feelings for you, I just never knew how to tell you. Because you've got the two Tower cards here as well, this could be a real shock. You know, the source that it comes from. Maybe, you know, the person is the same sex as you. You know, maybe you've known this person for half your life and they've never said anything. You know, it could just be somebody that kind of, when they declare that to you, you're like, whoa, okay, where did that come from? For your love and relations, you have the Temperance card, right? So this is really nice. For those of you that are single, this person, while maybe revealing themselves in a very shocking way, is truly aligned to who you are. They really do understand you at a very deep level. Remember, this card is Sagittarius ruled, so this is very likely to be somebody that you either studied with, maybe somebody that you have a lot in common with, maybe somebody who you share a spiritual practice with, definitely possible. For those of you that are partnered, this is really nice, but it does suggest that something about your relationship this week is going to be challenged. The key to winning this week week, if you are a couple, if you're a part of a couple, Gemini, the key to winning this week is literally approaching it together, right? What are your strengths? What are my strengths? How do they fit together, and how do we approach this, right? If you stick together with your partner this week and you approach your problem, challenge, whatever it is that comes up, if you approach it hand in hand, looking out in the same direction, saying, I've got you, you've got me, we're going to do this, right? Whatever it is that comes at you this week will not shake you, right? But the key to it is you've got to be honest, you've got to be open, you've got to be connected, and you've got to be tight, right? As long as you guys are that with each other, you'll get through anything that's thrown at you this week, no matter how shocking. With that said, I wish you all an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.